Okay, starting today through, so Dawson, I gave you an extra. That's okay, just give me the other one back. Today through probably the second or third week of the fourth quarter, so the next, I'd say 8 to 10 weeks-ish, you're going to have a weekly worksheet, okay? It will either look like the one in front of you that has like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or it may not have anything. It might just have like 15 to 20 problems numbered 1 to 15, okay? But it's a review. It's all review of stuff we have done this year already. I usually give it to you on Friday, and it's due the following Friday. But I didn't want to give it to you before Christmas break. So this one I'm giving to you today. When do you think it's due? This Friday, okay? It should say it at the top and it's highlighted, correct? And it's broken up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That doesn't mean on Monday you can only do Monday, on Tuesday you can only do Tuesday. I suggest you play it by ear, meaning like tonight you don't have any other math homework, okay? So I would try and get as much of it done tonight as possible, or maybe just work on the front side tonight. I can't remember your homework for the rest of the week, but on nights where you don't have a lot of homework, maybe do more of your weekly worksheet. It's due on Friday, done or not, I'm collecting it and grading it, okay? So if you don't, you'll have one like the one in front of you every other week. Sorry, I forgot where I was going with this. On the off week, so next week you will have a worksheet that looks like this. I'll pass it out this Friday. When you turn that sheet in front of you in, I'll give you one that looks like this. You guys will like these ones better because on this week, you go to IXL and you have a certain skill to work on. So like this one that's due 128, which is quite a ways away, your skill of the week will be S16. It's similar if you did the extra credit, you'll do the exact same thing, okay? Except this isn't optional. This is a homework grade. You'll go to IXL. Each grade for this week, for each week, will be out of 7.5 points, which is a weird amount, but it's because I expect you to get to 75 as your SMART score, okay? And again, I'm giving it to you on Friday. You have until the following Friday to work on it. If you get them all correct, it usually takes 10 to 15 questions. I know when you miss one, it drops you quite a bit. But again, if you do a few a day, it shouldn't be an impossible task. If on Friday, I'm going to pick on Ethan because he's right here in front of me. Let's say Ethan works really hard on it on Tuesday and then completely forgets about it for the rest of the week. On Friday is when it's due. So I'm going to collect Ethan's worksheet that looks like this. I'll go on the computer and I'll see, oh, Ethan got to 68 SMART score on Tuesday, which was really good to get there in one sitting, but then he never went back and worked on it again. So Ethan's grade for the week would be a 6.8 out of 7.5. If you get 100, do you get 10? No. No. Okay, if you read up at the top, it says show all work, record your SMART score, and turn in the work page to receive credit. Extra credit, if a student reaches a SMART score of 95 or higher, they will be awarded a 4th point extra credit on this assignment. Okay? It's not a ton, but I am giving you a little bit of extra for doing extra, okay? And same thing, this is due on Friday. If you get a SMART score of, when I go in and look, and Elise was just lazy this week, she didn't feel like doing math, and her SMART score is 30. What will go in the computer? 30%. Just 3 out of 7.5, okay? So you will either have a worksheet, a paper pencil weekly worksheet like the one in front of you, or you will have like the digital IXL sheet. You will still do all of your work on this piece of paper. You will still turn it in, okay? And I think I have it because we have them next week. You guys have Chromebooks. Yep, so I'm backwards. Darn it, I thought which it doesn't matter because they're due on Friday. So you'll have 2 days to work on it. Now, band students, if you're in band, you don't always have a study hall anymore. Okay, so plan ahead. If you do not have a device at home, I suggest Monday or Thursday during study hall, if you do not have a device at home, you find a Chromebook. I have extras. There's usually extra ones being unused in the other classes. Okay, but having band is not an excuse to not do homework. Okay, questions on weekly worksheet, whether it's the one in front of you or the one that you'll have next week. Any questions? One thing, you must know your IXL login. So by next week, if you don't know it, yeah, it should be. If you can't find your IXL login, let me know. Do not wait till next Thursday night and email me that you don't know your IXL login, because I don't know mine either. Tried to log in over break, and it's saved on my computer, and I couldn't get logged in. Okay. I have it written down back there, but I didn't have it at home with me. Okay, so that's that. In your planner, get your planners out. For every day this week, I want you to start by writing WWS, do Friday. WWS, do Friday. Don't just write it on Monday, because then what may you do? Forget about it. So you write it 4 times, real quick. WWS, do Friday. What does WWS stand for? Weekly worksheet. Yep. And I believe the top of your paper says weekly math homework. Then once you have that written in your planner, write your name at the top of your weekly worksheet and then set it aside. What we're going to do today, I told you we're going to do a review. It's of Unit 3, Lessons 1 through 4. So on your piece of loose leaf, I want you to title it Edulastic Review. I will write that in just a second. I'm going to get my Edulastic pulled up. Edulastic Review. We're going to do this together, but we are going to try it on your paper first, and then we'll go over it on the board. And again, it's just to refresh our memory on what we did before break so that we can move on. If it'll load. If you have a calculator, you can get it out. If you do not have one, you can come grab one out of the bucket up here. If you're using a calculator, do you still have to show work? Yes. Come on, board. Who can tell me what were we talking about before break? That's what we're getting to percents. That's what the second half of Unit 3 is. Starts with R's.
Ratio.
Rates and ratios, yes. Come on. Oh, I want the whole test. I don't want just individual questions. Darn it. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Oh, goodness. Mine look a little different than yours? Come on, we're almost there. One more click. Unit 2, so we want this one. Come on, show me my options. Oh, I might get to do some math today. Struggling. Go ahead and put a number 1 on your paper. Okay, it says, at summer camp, the campers are divided into groups. Each group of 16 campers requires 2 cabins. How many cabins are needed for 112 campers? We're going to set these up properly. So the first one I'm going to do with you. What ratio does it give me? What is my given ratio? What does it tell me? Owen? 16 campers and 2 cabins. So I'm going to write cam and cab 16 over 2. For every 16 campers, I need 2 cabins. What is the third number it gave me? Elise, what is the third number it gave me? Can you see that from your seat? Okay. 112 campers. So what am I trying to get to 112, Elise? What number am I trying to get to 112? Jake, why don't you either sit there or there so you don't have to turn like that? That'll be easier for you. 16. Do you think I can easily get 16 to 112? Okay, so let's leave an empty spot. And if I get that to 112, I need that number. I need the number that matches with 112. Without calculators, what would you probably do first, just because it's easy to do? Afton? Yeah, I would reduce that 16 over 2, divide them both by 2, and get 8 over 1. Now, what is best case scenario if we're lucky? Leo? 8 goes into 112. So 8 times something is hopefully 112. If you have a calculator, what can you do to see if that is true, Lily? Yeah, type in 112 divided by 8. Are we lucky today?
Yes,
14? Okay, so then what do I do? Yeah, I have to do my loops on the bottom have to match. So it would be 14 cabins. Okay, so maybe out on your paper, just write 14 cabins.
16 times 7, I think I'm doing more.
Yeah. Okay, is it all rushing back now? All that knowledge of ratios? Does everybody have that before I move on? Okay, the next one I'm going to let you try on your own. Do I want to see long division out to the side? I want to see ratios. Okay? Now watch, it's going to be a table. I don't know. I'm just, because I said I want ratios, it's probably going to be a table. I don't remember. I made this before we left.
Table.
Okay? So what I want you to draw on your paper, you can just write crayon, because it's cranberry juice and apple juice. And then you can just make your table like this. It doesn't have to be. And fill in the numbers that are given and see if you can fill in the blanks. Show me your loops. Show me what you're doing from number to number to find the missing pieces. If you can't see the numbers, just ask and I can tell you what they are. Tatum.
What is that one above the first one?
This one, that's a 6. So across the top, it's 3, 6, blank, 12, 2 on bottom, 2, blank, 6, blank. Okay, and show math to show how you got from one to the next. Jake, help me figure out, what did you do first? Okay, let's go this way. How do I get from 3 to 6, Jake? Times 2. So then what would I have to do on bottom? Times 2. Okay, so what's 2 times 2, Jake? 4. Meyer, help me out with another one. What did you do? Make your life easier. What would you do if you didn't have a calculator? Look right here. How do I get from there to there, Meyer? Times 3. And you probably got the same answer. It's just don't make your life hard. What's 3 times 3, Meyer? 9. Oops, times 3. 9. Okay. Emmy. Okay, so she went from 6 to 12, and 6 times 2 is 12. So 4 times 2 is 8. Did anybody get that same answer but do it different? Owen?
I did 3 times 3 equals 9. Oh, wait, no.
We're going to the, but could we do 3 to 12?
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I just did from.
So times 4. Times 4, would we get the same answer? Yeah, or is one of them better than the other? No. If you don't have a calculator, sometimes one of them is easier than the other. And like Meyer used his calculator to figure out that that is times 1.5, which is fine. But if you didn't have a calculator, would you do that one? No. Okay? Everybody have that? Let's go on. Next. I can probably make this one a little bit bigger, maybe. Nope, I lied. Okay, so it says a group of 10 friends are in a line to see a movie. The table shows how much different groups will pay in all. Predict how much the group of 10 will pay. So it says 3 people pay 15, 5 pay 25, 6 pay 30, 12 pay 60. I want you to solve this one twice. I want you to find the answer 2 different ways. You're trying to find the price for 10 people. Okay, so you're trying to find the price for 10 people. And again, I want you to try and solve this one 2 different ways. One way is pretty easy. The second way is a little bit tricky. Who can give me the easy way? Lily?
5 times 2 is 10.
Okay, 5 times 2. And again, I suggest you always do the easy way, but in the future, that one won't be given because that's almost too easy for where we're going. That's why I wanted you to try a second way. So 5 times 2 is 10. So 25 times 2 is what? 50. Okay, so we know the answer is 50 because we use the easy way to get there. How else can I get there, Leo?
3 over 15, you can divide it by 3 and then multiply by 10.
What'd you say? Divide it. So when we're dividing by 3, what are we actually finding?
Unit.
The unit rate. I'm finding the number. If the group is just one person, how do I get from 3 to 1? Divide by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then we have to build that up to 10. So how do I get from 1 to 10? Times 10. 5 times 10. Did we still get 50? Could I have broken down 6 over 30? Yeah, if I found the unit rate, I would have divided by 6 and got 1. 30 divided by 6, is that still 5? I could have done the same with 12 over 60. Okay? Yeah, so the unit rate is beneficial. Okay, that's why I wanted you to find that one there. Okay, number 4. Oh, I don't know if I picked that. Peter jogs 3 miles in 27 minutes. Find the unit rate in minutes per mile. Find the unit rate in minutes per mile. Raise your hand if you wish they were all this easy. Elise, what do I do?
You put 27 minutes and 3 miles to a fraction.
Okay, how did you know to put 27 minutes on the top? That's the hardest part. Why did we put it 27 over 3? This is important, and we talked about it, but not a ton. Owen?
Divide by 3.
No, but why did we put minutes on top? How did I know to put minutes on top? Emmy? Yeah, because it says minutes per mile. Now, you probably still could have gotten the right answer if you had it the other way. Okay, just make sure you're answering it correctly. So I'm trying to get to the unit rate in minutes per mile, which means it's minutes over mile. So I need 1 mile. So like Owen said, yes, it's just divide by 3, which is 9. So it would be 9 minutes per mile. What I want you to do now is find the unit rate in miles per minute. Try and figure out how many miles this person goes per minute. Remember, any rate, I could give 2 different unit rates. I want you to write it out on your paper. The next one, you're trying to give me the unit rate in miles per minute. Miles per minute. The first one we gave in minutes per mile. The next one you want miles per minute. Nope, it's not the same thing. It's comparable. There's a relationship, but they're not the same. Your next one, instead of minutes per 1 mile, you're trying to figure out how many miles per 1 minute. Okay, so for this one, we're doing miles per minute. So this is 3 over 27, and I'm trying to get the 27 to 1. How do I get from 27 to 1? Lily? Divide by 27. Your answer should not be a decimal. 3 divided by 27 without using a calculator is what? Don't overthink it. What is 3 divided by 27 without a calculator, Leo? Well, before that. 3 27ths. Okay, 3 divided by 27 is just 3 27ths, which he said reduces to 1/9. So this one, the answer would be 1/9 of a mile per minute. Not 0.1, repeating miles per minute. Or is it 1, what's 1 divided by 9? Is it 0.1 repeating? Yeah, okay. And on this one, if you gave me 0.1 repeating, I'd take points off. Because that's not how we talk about miles. You wouldn't say, oh, I ran 0.1 repeating miles today. But if I said I ran 1/9 of a mile, does that make sense? Yes. So don't make it harder than what it is. 3 divided by 27 is just 3 27ths. Okay, number 5. Possibly. Come on. There we go. A bakery offers a sale price of $3.50 for 4 muffins. What would the price be for a dozen? I want you to use a ratio. It's not a ton to write. Set up the 350 over 4 as your original ratio, and you're going to a dozen. Leah, what do I do?
You put,
Leah, not Leo.
you just do 4 times 3 to get to 12, which is a dozen, and then 350 times.
Okay, so 350 over 4, and that's muffins. She said, I'm trying to get to a dozen, which is 12, so we'll do times 3. When I do 350 times 3 without a calculator, because that's something you should be able to do without a calculator, what math do I actually have to do? Brendan?
Addition.
What do you mean by addition? You can.
To add 350 3 times.
Yeah, you can do 350 plus 350 plus 350 plus 350. Okay, Afton, what else could I do?
350 times 3, and then add the decimal point.
Yeah, 350 times 3 and then put in 2 decimal places. What does that give us? 350 times 3. 1050. Okay, so it'd be $10.50 for a dozen, what are we buying? Muffins. Okay, next one. Number 6. Mrs. Jacobson wants to order toy instruments to give as prizes to her music students. The table shows the prices for various order sizes. 25 items. If you buy 25 items, it's $21.25 for the whistles and $10 for kazoos. If you order 50 items, it's $36 for whistles and $18.50 for kazoos. 80 items is $60 and $27.20. Of all of the possible order sizes, what is the highest unit price per kazoo? So you're ignoring the whistles. They're saying it's $10 for 25 kazoos, $18.50 for 50, or $27.20 for 80. What do you have to find for each of those? The unit. So you should have 3 separate ratios. I'm going to put money on top, price over product. $10 for 25, and where are we trying to get that 25 to? 1. That's how you set up the first one. Then you'll set up the second and the third ones the same. Okay, I want you to take a minute and find the unit price for all 3 sets. You have calculators. You might want to use them. Show the math you're doing, but you can use a calculator. Okay, for the 25 kazoos, how much is just one? Elise, what'd you get?
I got a
Okay, and we're talking money, so is that okay? Okay, so first, what math did you do?
I took 10 divided by 25.
Yeah, because to get from 25 to 1, so what did you get when you took 10 divided by 25?
0.373.
0.3 what?
7 repeating.
7 repeating. So if we're talking money, how much money is that? Because that's 0.377. So what will that 7 do to that 7?
No, it's not 0.377. It's 3 point.
It shouldn't be 3 point. Oh, 7 0?
And then it repeats.
0 7 0 7 0 7?
No, from the beginning.
Okay, so read it to me again.
0.37037.
So it's 0.370370 like that? Okay, so money, how much money is that? How many places do we need? We should all know this. Tatum? How many places do we need for money? 2. The third one is our rounding digit. So the first 2 are important. This 0 is going to help me decide how to round. Is it 7 going to stay a 7 or go up to an 8? Stay a 7. So that one is about 37 cents per kazoo on the 50. That's not what you guys got?
No, I got 0.4.
Yeah, I got 0.4. That's what I got for the second one. I got 0.4 for the second one. I just got 10 divided by 20.
So when you divided this, what was it? 0.4? So money, that's that. This one gave you that?
Yeah.
That one's 37 cents. When we took 27.20 divided by 80, what do we get?
It's 25, not 27.
Emmy? 0. Point what? 0.34. Okay, so which one is cheaper?
The $80 one.
The one that you get 80 items. And usually the more items you buy, if you buy in bulk, it's a little bit cheaper. Okay, listen carefully. Write your name at the top of that paper. I want you to turn it into the tray as you leave the room. Your only homework tonight is to start on your weekly worksheet. So I suggest get as much done as possible so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.